Watch everybody, this is the Southend Guy Paranormal Channel. And a very warm welcome to you all, love and light to you all. This is me, Adam, back with you for the Monday night vlog. I hope you're all well. We've all been up to positive, fulfilling activities. So, I normally do, but yeah, I'd hope you all as well. Just to first start off, big shout out to Paul for a piece of equipment I'm going to show you in a minute. He is an electronics genius, this guy. And you've already seen him once so far. He was out with us at St Margaret's when we had a return, which included Adam from Paranormal Essex, and you will see him again within the next couple of weeks as well. He's out again with us on another one. So yeah, basically what we've done now, I started a little project. It was a ghost tube box, sorry, ghost tube a ghost music box, or music ghost box, whichever way you want to call it, which is a device with a sensor, and when the sensor gets triggered it sets off a music box. Now the ones you would have seen on other channels have a mechanical one, whereas the one I've got, it has a little soundboard which creates the sound, and you can actually load whatever sound you want onto it. And not only that, this one is quite unique because it actually has a built-in EM pump. So this device is a very unique one amongst that type of equipment. We've actually combined two things, with the idea being with the EM pump chucking out energy, it will attract spirits and obviously can set off our ghost alarm box. Now I'm going to show you it. It's, as I say, it's pretty unique. So I'm going to quickly show you inside. This is a prototype, as I say, but it's just, I mean, still pretty neat. So what you've got there, that is the little sound card. Where are we there? Alright. And you just plug in a USB lead from your computer, and you just load up whatever audio file you want, and that's the trigger music. And then that side, that is the EM pump. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it on. So on the back there, I'll do the EM pump first, which is this one. So you can probably hear it. And just to show you it's working, this is an EMF meter. Okay, turn it off. That should go down. There we go. So that just shows you the EM pump is working. Now on the other side, as I say, we've got the ghost tube box, and there's the little sensor. There's a little green LED there. So when it triggers, you'll see the green light as well as hear the sound. So we're going to switch it on. Now what it's doing at the moment is just doing a reset. Okay, there we go. So give it a minute. There we go, and it's just set off, which is probably me. Okay. The little clicks, you can hear a relays. But yeah, that's basically how it works. So that's that. I'm just going to switch it off. So yeah, as I say, we're going to look into my EMF's going off for some reason. I'm hoping that's from my phone. So anyway, there you have it. That's a new device. As I say, we're going to look to see if we can market that, and we should be able to do it for a reasonable price as well. But that was just a prototype. Oh yeah, I know you're going to go off on it because you sit on magnets. I'm actually going to turn you off altogether. Right, we're off. The next device I bought was a millimeter. Okay, these are a pretty accurate device. Basically, again, it's a includes an EM meter and temperature meters, and a thermometer as well. So these are pretty good gadgets. I actually got them for 80 quid, 80 quid second hand. They're only about 200 or something, so I've done pretty well with that. So yeah, that's gear. The only thing I'm looking at getting now probably be is it the Flux, which I've seen a couple of channels in the US use them to get yes/no answers from spirits, and also possibly an SPB11, an actual radio box. So we'll maybe look at them. I know I've got my other one which has worked quite well. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Probably definitely the Flux, and we'll go from there. And hopefully that'll be it, and it'll just be whatever I buy for my cameras. So there you have it. It's a new bit of equipment. Now, content. Now I know a lot of you tuned in for this, but random. I did manage to get out this week and do something. It was on the early hours of Friday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning. I was quite tired, but I managed to do something. I haven't done the edit yet, but I did get something. I did get a device set off on that night, so I'm hoping when I go over the edit, I might be able to pick some things out. Very similar vein to Patricia Parsons, who incidentally I'm going to look to close that up this week. Part of the issue I have is obviously I'm not psychic at that level, so having guys with me that are, which like Paige, Esme, hopefully you'll meet soon, Stella, Rudy, okay, all those guys will be involved at some point, so hopefully we'll get their perspective, and you will see Stella for the first time in a couple of weeks, because we get a very profound experience which I'll go on to. So yeah, just saying the Rettendon thing. Now I don't know if as you know, but last Thursday marked the 28th anniversary of Kevin Parsons. Kevin Whittaker. Sorry, there's me talking about Patricia Parsons. Last Thursday marked the 28th anniversary of the passing of Kevin Whittaker. So I went over to Dunton. As I say, this is like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd just finished Brentwood, so I was quite tired, but I just had to get it done. So yeah, went over there, and hopefully I found the spot where Tony Tucker and Craig Rolfe dumped him, and I just did what I did. And I've yet to do the edit on it, so I don't know if I've picked anything up. But the only thing I will say is I did get a device set off, so we can only wait and see. And if I do get anything come through, then hopefully I'm going to do a revisit to the site, similar to Patricia, where I've got one of the guys with me who can maybe pick up more than I can. So that's the plan. So as I say, I did go and visit the site where I think Kevin Parsons was left, and I've got to do the edit on it. But yeah, if there's something there, you're going to see it. Whether there's something there, whether there wasn't, I'm going to post a video up so at least you can see it from my perspective of how I've done things. And also, yeah, with Patricia Parsons, I'm hoping to wrap that up very soon as well. Now, I had a conversation with Esme, and she had stuff coming through to her from Patricia, which I'm not really going to talk about at the moment because I want to sort of keep it still until I've done the edit, then I can talk about it near the time. Or rather, when I've done the filming, then done the edit, and then I can talk about it a bit more. But she had some interesting things coming through, so when we can visit the site and hopefully close that out, hopefully get some information that has been sitting dormant for 32 years, and if she needs help, we will give that to her. And exactly the same with Kevin. If he's been able to provide information that has been hitherto covered up, kept quiet. Great, and if we can help him as well, if he needs it, then that's exactly what we'll do. So yeah, now that was Patricia and Kevin. I told you this one's going to be a bit off the wall. I went back to St Mary the Virgin Church. Now those of you with a longish memory from last year will remember I went there with Tracy, Ricky, Jay and Tina, and this was the site where my ancestor John Ball came through, who was one of the main protagonists for the Great Peasant Revolt of 1381. And I would strongly advise people to, if you don't know your English history, look it up, because it is a pretty important moment for this country. And we're facing quite a similar issue at the moment. The only downside is that back then a lot more people were disgruntled with how they were being treated, whereas now people just seem blasé. I'm hoping more people will wake up. People aren't doing it. You know, we just need some greater numbers. It is happening, we just wish it would happen a bit further. But sorry, going off slightly there. Yeah, went back to St Mary's, and this time I had Rudy, who you would have already met, and we've got Stella with us, and we, particularly Stella, stuff was coming through to her from John, and it was quite a profound experience. And the interesting thing was, at certain points in the evening where communication was coming through to Stella, out of the blue, my EMF meter, the one I was just showing you, that was demonstrating the ghost tube box, even now and then that just went off for no reason, and then it just went again. So we know what we had come through there. So yeah, that was John. And then on Sunday night we went back to either Tracy, Ricky and myself, so again different crew, so all swapping around a bit now. Went back to St Clement's, to see if we could get anything more from our last visit. And to say it was a weird experience, probably putting it a little bit mildly. Needless to say, we'll be going back to that one too, just to try and wrap things up and just try and nail down exactly what happened there. Because the one thing I can tell you, apart from the fact that St Clement's Church in Thurrock was used for the funeral, for weddings and the funeral for Gareth, there is a set of graves there where children are buried, and it was from a boat that sunk just off Purfleet. So the bodies of the children that come from that are buried there, and that was what we was picking up on our first visit. So I've basically, part of the reason I've gone back was to see if we could help any of them if they needed it, if there was any other issues and so on. But as I say, we was getting some weird responses. Last time it was quite, although it was a bit dark, it made sense. This time it was weird. So hopefully going back to that one, and we can conclude that, whether anyone needs help or not, and then hopefully put that one to bed. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what we've been up to. As I say, it's been a pretty full-on week. Yeah, content this week is highlights from my experience as a crew member for Ghost Hunter Tours at Dover Castle, so you can see for yourself the kind of activities that we got up to. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, this week, Wednesday and Sunday, are stuff from Dover Castle, and the following week that will be, at the moment, because it might change and I'll let you know on Monday, at the moment it's going to be the St Andrews. So yeah, there's loads of stuff, and as again, all different people. It was all great. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. God bless you all, love and light to you all. Have a great week. Take care. Bye bye.